Welcome everybody to the pregame show for the Pigskin Junkies Game of the Week. I am your host, McCarley330. This week for Pigskin Junkies Game of the Week, we are going to see Treason and the Indianapolis Colts take on Culture and the Buffalo Bills. Both teams come into today's game at 2-1, so we'll take a look at that matchup here in just a second. Before we get to that, we're going to recap what we've seen so far this week in the Pigskin Junkies League. We're taking a look at some statistical leaders on the season so far. So this is what we're looking at here. Daniel Jones leading the way in passing yards for the Cincinnati Bengals here. 1,304 yards, 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, so he's off to a strong start. Shea Patterson coming in second this week with passing yards overall, 1,213 yards, 11 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, so the rookie having a bit of a rough start in that category. Still slinging the rock pretty good there. You see his yards per game over 300. Daniel Jones also over 300 yards per game. Then we've got Crab Legs, formerly known as Jameis Winston for the Green Bay Packers, 1,121 yards, 6 touchdowns to 10 interceptions here, still averaging 280 yards per game. So that's what we're looking at. Jon Snow not far behind him there, just 4 yards separating the two there. So there is a lot of passing going on in this league. We see a lot of running in Madden 20, definitely a fair amount of passers in the Pigskin Junkies League. So we'll move over to see who's leading the way in the rushing category. There's Tariq Cohen for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are off to a great start this season. 500 yards on only 54 carries, so averaging 9.3 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns, averaging 125 yards per game. Pretty strong start there for Tariq Cohen. Todd Gurley leading the charge for the Kansas City Chiefs, 456 yards. We saw him up near the top of the leaderboard last week as well. Only 1 touchdown on the season, but still toting the rock a fair amount there from much strategy in those Kansas City Chiefs. So now we see Lamar Jackson, new to the Chargers this year, and our Chargers user Salmon obviously showing you what he's doing there. 51 carries for him, 452 yards on the day, or on the season for Lamar Jackson, 7 touchdowns for him as well. So take a look at some receiving leaders here. Obviously, we're going to see some big names. There you go, Brandon Cooks for the Bengals, Brashard Perriman for the Eagles. So a lot of those teams who are leading the way in passing also have their receiving leaders or their receivers up there as well. On defense, take a look at who's leading the way in sacks this year. We've got Bud Dupree for the Cleveland Browns, 10 sacks on the season. Matthew Judon for the Bengals has 9. So there you see our sack leaders as well. We'll take a look now at our standings this year, and that's going to lead us into our matchup here for the game of the week. We'll take a look at how the divisions are shaking out, where we're looking at as far as standings go. So we'll start in the AFC South. That's the division that I'm in as well. We'll take a look at the AFC South, which is where we're going to find our Colts user Treason, 2-1 on the year. Obviously, you see him there. We'll take a look at the AFC East, which is where we'll find the Bills user. You got 2-1 for him as well. You can see the points for, points against. He's playing a pretty balanced game, giving up just about as many points as he's scoring. He's on a 1-game losing streak. So the two teams here, the two styles kind of mesh well together, the way they're going to play this game. We're going to see Treason use a lot of trips tight end. I'm sure we'll see a lot of shotgun sets for the Bills as well. So I think it's going to be overall a pretty great game to watch. It's going to be a fun game to cast. We're going to have MXC Jimmy and our Vikings user Time Bomb. They're going to be on the call. We'll take a deeper dive into the stats for the Buffalo Bills and see what they're looking at. We'll also take a look at what the Colts are working with, statistically speaking. So let's go over and take a look at the Buffalo Bills and see how they're going to approach the game. Deshaun Watson obviously going to be the man under center for the Buffalo Bills. 386 yards on the season, only a 1 touchdown, 3 picks for him. See a fair amount of rushes there, 46 carries for Juice Simpson, 403 yards, 5 touchdowns on the year for him. So probably going to look to see the Bills and Culture run the ball quite a bit here in this game against Treason. So Treason's going to have to bring his run defense. He plays pretty good run defense, so he plays pretty soundly on both sides of the football, and he will need to do that against the Buffalo Bills. We'll take a look at how Treason has been approaching the game this season. He's got Pat Mahomes, and you have to always be careful when Pat Mahomes is on the field. Take a look at his season so far, 685 yards, 6 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Take a look at his rushing, how he rushes the ball. He's got James White, runs the ball a fair amount with Pat Mahomes. Obviously, CJ Anderson, the backup back. So we're going to see a fair amount of James White. Obviously, we know James White is a passing threat as well. So going to see both these guys lean on their running backs to do different things. Obviously, the Bills are going to look to run the football with their running back in Juice Simpson, and we're going to look to see the Colts probably throw to their running back a fair amount. I want to see how many catches James White has. James White, 7 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown on the season so far. So it'll be interesting to see who has the upper hand when it comes to the defensive matchup. I have played both these players personally. I played them both last year. So in my pick, what I'm predicting here is I'm predicting Treason to come out on top. I predict that Treason will get it done. I think it'll be close. I think we're looking at like a 27-24 situation, maybe 31-28, some kind of one possession game. I expect it to be close. I expect both players to play soundly on both sides of the football. We're going to take this time now. We're going to throw it over to MXC Jimmy. He is going to be on the call with Time Bomb, our Vikings user. They're going to call all the action for you as we get set to kick off here for the game of the week. I thank you for joining us on this quick pregame show. We're going to do these pregame shows every week before the game of the week kicks off. Sometimes I will have a guest on with me. Today I did it solo, but that doesn't necessarily mean that'll always be the case. We'll always bring something different to the pregame show and try to get you guys ready for this game of the week. It is going to be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts. It's going to be a great game, so thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming over to our Twitch channel and watching the game with us. Enjoy the commentary. We're going to have, again, MXC Jimmy, our Broncos user, one of our commissioners, and our Vikings user, Time Bomb, on the call. They're going to do a great job. Thank you again for watching the pregame show. I'm McCarley330. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you guys after the game.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to yet another Pigskin Junkies game. We have a nice week 4 matchup here between Bills and Colts. Let me fix the screen real quick, but I'll let Time Bomb. I'm joined here by Time Bomb, our Vikings user, our Canadian brethren. I'll let him take this away. Give us a rundown of what you expect to see early on in this Bills Colts matchup.
Hey, first of all, here to call a game here for the Pigskin Junkies League. I had a rough season last year, but doing better this year, and I think that's what we're seeing a lot out of different teams. Bill, what I think we're going to see today is a run game from the Bills versus a passing from the Colts. So it's just a matter, can one of them step it up, adjust, and stop the other one? That's what we're going to see here today.
All right, we're kicking off here. It's like Treason's getting the ball first. He's just going to kneel down. Doesn't want a chance taking a big hit stick to start the game.
Yeah, you know, one thing that's different about CFM than when you're playing MUT or those different modes is you can actually kick it deep to the end zone. And a lot of times people won't return it. You can hit those corners. Kickers are just a little bit more powerful.
Yeah, you see it a lot. We try to discourage the scum kick, but you'll never discourage the Madden user from kicking to the fullback. Looks like Treason's going to start this game out in trips tight end. I was telling you in the pregame that I expect a lot of trips tight end from Treason today. Snaps the ball. He's just going to check it down to the running back. James right on the flats. I played Treason last year. I played Bills last year. Treason loves trips tight end, and he's very, very good in this formation. If you do not send pressure, he will dot you up all game long. He's got Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in the game. Let's see what he does. 2nd and 8 from his own 30.
With the big nickel over G. Ooh, just that one high safety. Got a nice soft squat on the right side of the field here.
Oh, he's got a deep crosser there. Oh, he's also got this streak.
Oh, he looks tight. Looks good up top. Oh, he's got him. Anger him again, eh?
Right on cue. Like I was saying, Treason's got dots out of trip side end. He loves to push the ball down the field.
Wow. And Ingram, Ingram doesn't even have that much speed. He's only like 89. Wow. He did only have 2 deep blues on the field, but it was on the left side. So clearly Treason knows how to manipulate those zones to get deep. Yeah, see, there we go. Treason again, taking it right deep to the end zone. No return.
Yeah, one thing we know about Bills is he loves to set the ground game up for his passing game. He's got a very good quarterback in Deshaun Watson, but he wants to make you respect the run. He also wants to make sure you respect the pass. He wants to keep you guessing. He's going to look to get his ground game going here pretty soon.
Well, his running back, Juice Simpson's like a top 5, I believe, with 403 yards, 6 touchdowns. Who is Juice Simpson? Let's get some background on him. What do you know about this Juice Simpson?
To be honest, I don't know a lot. I don't know if it's a drafted player, if it's a real, or who this player is, or if he changed his name. But Bills is very, very good at running the ball. He's going to just run it down your throat if you let him.
Okay, let's see. We got some. You gonna respect it? You gonna decline it? I don't remember what happened on the other end.
Yep, all Madden players are familiar with this. This is just a friendly, as you're setting your audibles, friendly decline.
Oh, I forgot. That's mandatory in the league that we have a decline on those anyway. Actually, or I mean,
Out of strong close. He's looking for the HB dive up the middle, 2 or 3 yard gain.
Ooh, it's gonna be a long day for him if he can't get more on his runs than that.
Right on cue, he comes right back at it in strong close. This is where he wants you to respect his run. He's got McLaurin motion out wide left. Treason brings a little bit of he's got a wide open post down the middle.
Oh wow, right back at him, McLaurin up top.
I was just about to say you have to respect Terry McLaurin at all times on the field. What a dot by Bills. What a dot by Embrace. Culture answering right back. We are on our way to a shootout. Quite a different game from our last Pigskin Junkie broadcast. Right out the gate, we have 7-7, 4:30 left in the first quarter.
We're not even 2 minutes into this game. I know that's exactly what I hate too. I hate playing someone who I think is going to run, so I start setting up a run defense, and then I over adjust, and then they beat you up top. That is very frustrating. I know that feeling.
I was also about to say, don't sleep on Treason's defense because he's also very good defensively. He just had a breakdown in coverage somewhere. It kind of seems like that he made an improper adjustment on his deep safety. He might have had him in a deep half to the sideline. I'm not quite sure what Treason was doing there, but we got ourselves a game.
Yeah, definitely have to see when it's a quick scoring game like this. Now it's going to come down to adjustments. How are they going to adjust here? But they haven't seen very much of each other either, so we're going to see it here.
Treason right back to Trips tight end. He's going to probably look to stretch the ball on the out route there. 5 or 6 yard gain.
Oh, knocks it away.
Oh, he did drop that.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit of fluke for Culture right out the gate. That's a good feeling if you're Culture. Now, Time Bomb, one thing, me and you are in a CFM together. One thing that's crazy about CFM is you can have abilities all over the field. And if you take a look at Culture's defensive line right now, he has 4 players with abilities. And you're just seeing them light up like crazy. That can get to you mentally. Oh, as Mahomes breaks out of a sack. Scrambles for 9 yards.
Speaking of which, he's got one of the few quarterbacks in this CFM, because we just started, that has escape artist. So he's able to use Mahomes right there with that escape artist to get that 8-yard gain. Making it 3rd and 2.
That's very true. Escape Artist is one of the most coveted abilities in the game, especially in CFM when you start out. Being in Season 2, I believe we only have 3 players with it.
Yeah, Mahomes, Lamar, and Cam Newton is the other one?
I'm not sure if Cam Newton has it or not. He might be too low overall.
Oh, Russell Wilson.
Oh, we have a big-time interception right here for Culture. That's huge.
That's huge. Huge play for. Wow. So Culture's going to get the ball back now. He's definitely got. He might have Colts tilted here. He's going to have to recover off that.
We got an eye form close for Culture at the 50-yard line. He's going to look to stretch it out wide.
Oh, getting good blocking. Oh, whiff on the block. Oh, dirty juke. Juice Simpson made the most of that. He had the block missed there, and he made that dirty juke to get free. That gave him like an extra 5 on that. Wow, nice play.
Right back to strong close for Culture. We got a 2nd and 2 at Treason's 42-yard line. He's going to drop back and pass. He's got slant over the middle to Joe. Is that Joe Exotic?
The one and only Joe Exotic on that.
Joe Exotic making an appearance early in this game. You love to see it for all the Tiger fans out there.
Sending out 4 routes and getting a quick read out of the strong close. That's impressive.
Now we see Culture's taking a little bit of a quick snap approach here. He sees that Bear defense. He sees him baselining. He wants to get his play set up way before Treason has a chance to make any of his adjustments.
Yeah, that might be kind of a tell because anytime he's passing, you can see he's taking a lot longer to snap the ball.
Treason with a big sack off the edge, and Bear. That's a big thing with Bear.
Oh.
One thing with Bear is if you don't take your time to properly set your offensive line blocking, Bear will scream at you. As evidence, we all here follow Zan, and we all run Zan's defense.
Yeah, he's sending out 4 routes here almost every time, so it's only 3 this time. So he is adjusting, so he can get back into field goal range.
3rd and 18, 2 minutes to go.
I think he needs 3 to kick this field goal. At least 3 yards here is the minimum to kick this field goal.
Motioning out wide. He's bringing pressure. Oh, he's got the delay route, but he gets a weird animation.
Oh, he's down from the 44. I don't know. He needs a really good kicker to make this. Which you can do. Yeah, he's got the. Who is it? I did not check his kicker. He's going for it, though. Looks like he's calling a play.
That'd be a 61-yard field goal. That'd be. I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 kickers in the CFM right now who can hit that.
Yeah, that's true. He definitely doesn't have it if he's not lining it up.
4th and 16 from Treason's 44. Strong close. What do we got here? Yeah, he's going to try to hit that deep post with McLaurin again. Treason says, I'm going to use her at this time. I ain't letting that happen. Weeds gets a swat away. Turnover on downs.
I didn't think he was going to get there for that swat. I thought he was going to get lucky on a possession catch, just make that first down. But it's going the other way. Couldn't make the most of that interception. You gotta capitalize on those turnovers.
Treason right back to Trips tight end. I'm telling you, he loves this formation. He's very, very good in it.
It's a modified cover 3 kind of look. Pressure's getting in there. Mahomes is down. Big sack. He had all day with Mahomes. He just couldn't make a read. The coverage was pretty good in there. And
yep. This is one of those things with CFM when you have 4 defensive linemen with abilities. You're not going to have all day to run these deep routes that Treason really likes to run. He's going to have to start checking the ball down. He's going to have to make Colture respect the check down.
Good protection this time. He's got some close routes, but he's going up top.
He almost hits the streak down the middle. He's almost made Jimmy eat his words. He said, check down this. I'm going deep. Ball gets knocked away last second. Colture avoids disaster right there.
Treason not afraid to go, not just for the first down, going deep if he needs to. Oh, wow. Just throws it away like nothing. That should have been a pick. There's 3 guys there, 3 defenders in that area.
Yeah, from Colture, I'm a little mad at that swat away, but I'll take the turnover on downs, essentially with the punt. We consider a punt a turnover on downs here in the Pigskin Junkies League.
I feel like Madden 20 has been so much more punting than any other year of Madden. Like, even in Ultimate Team, it happens so much more.
Hey, man, punters are people, too. Punters deserve XP as well.
I guess so. You know, I kind of find it fun to train those punters. I remember I drafted one. It was like 7th round. Check this out. I got a punter. Going
right back to Sean Close. Oh, and I don't mean to pile on Colture, but he missed the cutback lane for what probably could have been a touchdown there.
Oh, really?
He had a wide open hole through the C gap. But that's okay. He'll take the 7-yard gain.
So after like 2 quick strikes, basically 2 plays in a row for touchdowns, it has just been turnovers from both defenses. And picks and turnovers and punts.
You know, sometimes Madden is just like, you know, the NFL. The first couple drives, you really are about feeling your opponent out. You just have to kind of settle down on defense, settle down on offense once you get a feel for what the other team's trying to do.
Game of the week pressure.
Got a wheel route out the background.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he finds that. Juice is running upfield. Oh, another move. You know, I'm surprised. Every time that the blocks get missed, he makes the move and gets past that defender who should have been blocked. He's getting those extra yards. It's really good.
Time bomb. We were 1 move away from screaming, the juice is loose, baby. The juice is loose again in Buffalo. Colture 1st down and 10. He'll take a 2 to 3 yard gain just off the dive to the right.
I mean, no matter how fast or how good your running back is, you've got to cycle through after plays to get them energized again because he can fumble that ball. He's got to be careful if one of these big hitters doesn't get to him.
Looking down, he drops back. He's just gonna take a sack. That's huge for Treason. We're gonna have a third down and 18 coming up. You know, I believe Deshaun Watson has escape artists. You don't see Culture utilize that as much as you would expect for somebody with, an escape artist quarterback.
Mm-hmm. He's always coming out of the this
Oh.
close formation and sending forward. It's like he doesn't have time to get out of the pocket. He's sacked again.
Huge back-to-back sacks for Treason. We got another punt. Punters are people too, kids. Punters are people too. Let it be known. The punt game has broken out in the Pigskin Junkies Week 4 matchup between the Bills and the Colts.
This is actually a really good punt. He's going to pin him back there at the 5. Wow, 6-yard line.
I know somebody in the chat has a punt.emote they want to spam right now. Somebody's got to have one.
All right. He's got Mahomes, so he's got the arm to go deep on him again. But he's seen it enough now. I think he's pretty much ready for it.
Treason's got to escape. He's got to throw this away. Oh, he escapes out.
Get the safety. Now he's turning it upfield. Almost the first down. He picked up like 9.
Big time scramble by Treason on second down or on first down. He was looking like a safety was coming right at him. This is how you utilize escape artist. That's exactly how you need to do it. Culture needs to start using that just a little. Great scramble by Treason. Second down and 2 from his own 14. Back to Trips tight end. He's going to take the out route to the right and maybe get the first down.
Oh, he's not down? Okay. 3rd and 1. They didn't give it to him. Couldn't get the roll.
He's going to flip this Trips tight end to the wide side, which most Trips tight end users do. I'm looking for Treason to take a shot here. This is. He's going to take it. It's going to be tipped around. It's going to be dropped.
Oh, tip drill. Oh.
If I'm Culture, I'm a little heated. I didn't get an interception there. But hey, this is the punt game, baby. This is what it's all about.
Colts putting it up into double coverage there. Not a great read. Hoping his receiver could make a play on that one, I guess.
This might be the most punts we've seen in a single game this season.
Decent field position from the 35. Only got to make three first downs. He's in field goal range. I mean, at this point now, anything's really worth it to put him on the board.
He's going to go I-form close. He's going to, oh my goodness, shoestring tackle saves a touchdown there.
You know what he did there? He went down on the hit stick to make that tackle for sure. That's how you make those long reaching tackles.
Goodness gracious, we are so close to yelling, the juice is loose. I just want to yell it once on this broadcast.
No, he's sending out routes. He's sending out 4 with a delayed route. He's going to get sacked again. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Quick read. He's able to make the throw that time.
You gotta like what Culture's doing here. He's very methodical. He's making him respect the run game. He's going short. He's going deep. He's really making Treason think about what he's going to do on offense. And he's going to get stopped short of the first down there on 3rd and 2.
I would go for it here. Me personally, short one. Why? He looks like he's going to punt it without even thinking. Oh no, 2-minute warning. Now he's going for it. Yeah. This game's so close. You got to make these possessions count.
Fourth down and 2 from the 43. Biggest play of the game right here. He's setting up that hitch. He's going to try to catch, just a first down here. Oh, Treason covered the hitch, and then, he's just a little late getting back on the post route.
Catch! Into field goal range. He had no more time to make that throw. He had to make it then.
That would be a Bills first down. Motions 19 over. Joe Exotic. Oh, he's going deep.
Contested. Can't come down with it.
I like the quick pace of play here from Colture. I'm really enjoying this fast pace. Not quite a quick snap because he's still motioning, but he is setting this offense up very fast.
I think Colts is going to send that pressure again here. Yep, here comes the house. Can't throw it away.
Off the edge. Big sack for Treason.
Oh.
3rd and 22 from midfield. What kind of dot can Culture cook up here? Is he going to try to go back to that deep post for McLaurin?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to that play he's been going to so many times. He's going to motion that wide receiver again. Outside there, see, that's the post route.
It's going to be covered. He's only got 2 routes. He's got the delay tight end on the late release. He's going to get sacked. Timeout, Treason. Big stop for Treason to force yet another punt in the infamous punt game of Pigskin Junkies.
Just in 2 plays, he completely just took all the momentum right there by getting those 2 sacks in a row. He was in field goal range. All he had to do was run dive twice. Just stay in field goal range. Get some points on the board. Who's got ball at half here?
You got to be sick if you're Colture on that. You are at midfield. You had a chance to really take control of this game. Treason's back out. 1st and 10 at his own 20. Right in trip side end. Colture's mugging the gap. He's crashing out the D-line. Oh, we're going to get a run from Treason. Treason says, let's just slow this down a little by running the ball, but then let's run no huddle.
Only a 4-second roll off. That's pretty friendly, but he's going to audible. This is going to cost time.
Yep, he's wasting valuable time by flipping that play.
Ooh, he's got a nice look outside.
Treason's playing with fire right now. He's had 3 or 4 passes into double, triple coverage that have just been tipped. If I'm Treason, you got to start from square one. Check it down. Try to make an open read. Last thing you want to do is turn the ball over in your own territory with 20 seconds left in the half. Big sack for Colture.
They say you can't win the game at the end of the half, but you can lose it. So that's the one thing you have to deal with.
Absolutely true.
A lot of pressure coming at him again here.
Third and 14. What kind of dots he cooked up? He drops back. He's gonna take a sack.
Oh.
What a defensive battle this has turned into. But guess what, Time Bomb? We got another punt, baby.
How many punts can there be? If there's another punt in this half, I'm gonna be pretty upset here.
One more punt, and we're killing the stream, is what Time Bomb just said.
All right. So what do you think he's gonna do here? He's gonna just
4 seconds left. This is a Madden 20 veteran move right here. What I would do, you're going to try to crib a run. Very seldom are you going to throw a touchdown for 70 yards. Your best chance in Madden 20 is to run the ball and try to hope to break one big.
Honestly, I kind of every time I'm like, well, am I gonna go into like cover deep here, or am I gonna do like a normal run defense? You don't know which way really to go.
Looks like he's going to pass.
Catching everyone off guard.
Yeah, he's just going to try to
to
make a play.
No, I couldn't even see that defender behind.
Nice half of football. We have the punt game breaking out here. I would just like to, Time Bomb, take us away on what you expect to see at the beginning of the second half here while I switch us on over to Treason stream.
I can't believe after all that scoring in the first half, in the first 2 minutes of this game, we've seen nothing since then but punts basically every 3 plays. This is incredible. This has totally changed gears. You got to be thinking next time either of them is in field goal range, they just got to put it up, just get points on the board because they can't count on those big shot plays. This Juice Simpson has been probably carrying every other drive, he's getting a lot of carries in this game, not getting that much yardage, probably only 40, 50 yards so far. Total yards for Buffalo, 79. Rushing yards, 21 for Buffalo, 19 for the Colts.
We got a little jet sweep action here on first down. Looks like Colture is trying to start the second half off with a little bit different look on offense. Yeah, second down and 10 from the 23. He's coming out in strong close formation. We've seen Treason stay in bear the entire game so far. He's getting really good pressure.
And again, he gets in from that bear
His pressure is just cooking Culture right now. Culture's gonna have to do something different out of that formation if he's trying to block Bear. What he needs to do is he needs to flip it so he doesn't that Bear formation doesn't have the overhang that's completely unblocked.
See, you don't necessarily need the 4 abilities on the D line if you're getting pressure the right way, like we've seen him do so far.
Oh, he's gonna cook up a dot with a diving catch from Joe. Is that Joe Exotic?
Looks like it is Joe Exotic with another catch, but you know what? It was right in the middle there, but he's still kind of flirting with that danger zone because there was 3 guys right in that area that just couldn't close on.
He's gonna stretch it out. He's gonna get tackled for about a 1 yard gain there, 2 yard gain. We have 2nd and 8 from the 47. We're coming right back out in strong close for Culture.
And Treason's done a great job shutting down Juice Simpson so far this game. He knew he'd have to shut down that run game. He's done a great job so far. Less than 23 yards, I think it said so far.
Yeah, the last thing Treason wants to hear is the juice is loose on the broadcast. He's gonna go to the quick out. Down to the 49. He crosses midfield. We're gonna have a 3rd and short coming up. Big play right here for Culture.
So again, definitely go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't convert here, it's just at that point in the game where it's a must. Oh, knocked away.
Oh, not even knocked away. It hit his own lineman's helmet. You hate to see that if you're Culture. He had a wide open slant to Joe Exotic. He would have picked up 10 to 15 yards. Looks like he's going to go for it here.
It's a card that is the master of hitting his lineman, Brett Favre. I don't remember Madden 17. I don't think there's been a Favre since Madden 17.
You got a 4th and 4 here. Strong close right at midfield. He shows us the flip play. Treason's bringing the heat.
A little play underneath. It's complete, but he's not going to get the first down.
Just a little outright, just a little short.
Oh,
he had time too.
He did, but he's been getting that pressure so quick. He thought he had him easy for the first down there. But those possession catches, sometimes they're just so unfriendly, and you don't get the forward. You fall forward, and you're short of it just when you need it.
Let me guess, Treason's going to come right back out and trips tight end.
I mean, that's all we've seen from him. Oh my goodness, are you kidding?
He's not coming out in trips tight end. Very shocked here. He says, it's midfield. I want some points on the board. I'm going to run the football. Nice little dive.
Treason in 3 games is averaging 180 run yards, about like 60 run yards a game. Definitely, I mean, he's broken off. The way he does it is he runs so rarely that when he does, he gets 30 yards so far. I think this game he's outrunning Culture so far.
He's coming right back to the dive. Forward. Gonna be close. We might have a 3rd and inches.
Yeah, it's 3rd and inches here. This is time to go up top. No deep blue in the or anything here in the middle. Everything's running outside. Knocked away deep there.
Oh, risky pass for Treason right into double coverage again. It seems like he's just not seeing the field well this game.
No, it's 3 for 7, I think it was, and like 70. I think it was 3 for 10, 72 yards with that 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
One thing we haven't talked about is this is a potential playoff matchup down the road. These two teams were both in the playoffs last year. Could see each other again later down in the road in the season. Is there a certain point in this game where you say, maybe I should hold off on some of my offense, or do you just go balls to the wall? You're trying to get the W. You're not even worrying about a rematch in the playoffs.
At this point in the season, I think you gotta go for the wins for sure. You don't want to be. You want to get as many as you can now and hold back later when you've got something secured. Or you're not gonna. You know where you stand. It's been the better time to really hold back wins. Well, he's got a nice little throw underneath. Tries to spin forward. He's taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You got to respect this from Treason. He's basically saying, my trips tight end is bad right now. I'm going to dig deep into the playbook, into some other formations, and see what we can start cooking up. Also, if you notice, he's making his adjustments really fast. This pace of play is just fantastic.
Yeah. He gets the great diving catch animation That animation almost never gets the ball knocked away. So
No,
that nice
and that's
catch
one of
from
my
the post.
favorite in the game.
Ooh, a little RPO stretch, getting outside. Well, he's cut off. Decent little gain of 3 there, I guess. I thought it was a little more, but he had to make a lot of room in the backfield.
We got a 2nd and 7 from the 22 here. He's sticking in this formation. He's having some success on this drive. He's going to go dive right up the middle. Short gain, maybe 1 or 2.
See, I feel like when you run those RPO stretches, you want to have the bubble screen on the opposite side. So if they kind of start overcommitting to the one, then you should have the bubble open. And, one block, you can be almost a touchdown off those.
Looks like Treason's just content to let this roll. Put your 4s in the chat. We've got a defensive battle going down. We have not seen a single punt in the second half yet. Very different from the first half.
Oh, here comes that stretch outside again. Can't quite beat that last man for the first down. So 4th and inches. I mean, you got to take these points here. You've been playing good defense all game. You may as well.
That's exactly what Treason says. He says, hey, kickers are people too. We need some points. Let's take control of this game.
All right, pressure's on here. This could be the last possession for Colture right here. So he needs to get a point. I'd feel great with the touchdown. You got to at least tie it up.
Will we see Colture kind of take a play out of Treason's playbook and go to another formation? The strong close formation's not really doing much for Colture, so I'd like to see him maybe just switch up the offense just a bit, try to catch Treason off guard.
Oh, here comes that bear again. Ooh, good blocking. Nice little move. Almost gets the first down, just a little bit short. Oh, no, he got the first down. I'm wrong.
A nice little juke from the Juice Man. I'm telling you, we are so close to just getting that juices loose call on air. Colture, if you're listening, if you're watching the broadcast while you're playing, please break a long run with Juice Simpson. We need this call. This could be one of the most famous moments of Pigskin Junkies history.
He's just burning clock running the ball like that, though. That's his only problem. He can't really afford not to be moving the ball forward. So he's looking to pass on this down right here.
We got a 2nd and 8. He's an eye for him close. He drops back in. He's going to just get screamed at and sacked right away.
3 sacks from Willis.
Lots of defensive players are getting their XP in this game, Time Bomb.
I do. I feel like this has been a game of sacks and punts. I feel like each team's had about 5 each. Of sacks and punts.
I don't want to say this is the game for Colture, but this is a critically important 3rd and 14 for him. He's got to cook up a dot here. He's got to be ready to block the pressure. Strong close.
I mean, he's gonna, if he doesn't convert here, he's really gonna have to use
Treason's bringing the
timeouts.
house. He's got the delay tight end fade finally with a favorable animation. 4th and short. Absolutely have to go for this.
He's ran this play a lot of times. Look for the little slant over the middle or the swing right. Yep, he finds a slant. He gets it open to Joe Exotic once again.
Joe Exotic with the 4th down conversion. Colture says, I raise your offense with a first down in my zone.
I'm actually surprised Treason didn't get to that one because that little slant, he's run that, I feel like, so many times this game. Oh! Instantly in the backfield, he's going to shut that down. Great
defensive pressure. Everyone's filling their gaps on that run right there. If I'm Colture, I'm not trying to give away secrets on offense, but I'm Colture. He's motioned Joe Exotic over for the slant. I'd like to see him motion Joe Exotic over and run a corner route. I think it would really catch Treason off guard. Then again, I'm not the one playing.
Yeah, he definitely needs to mix that up a bit more. Got a lot of time here. Cross his body.
Oof.
That's pretty tough. Coach,
pretty much all we can say about that is oof. Big oof.
3rd and 13. Needs to make the conversion here.
I like him utilizing Deshaun Watson's escape artist, though. Something that he just hasn't done quite as much as we thought he would.
No. I mean, the pressure's been in there so quick, he's barely been able to get away. He'd have to be instantly running away. Ooh.
The pressure's
Ball's
coming.
Knocked down. Yeah, he had to throw the ball there. He didn't have any more time. Threw it into double coverage, and now finds himself 4th and 13. Once again, going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, and once again, Culture finds himself just kind of stopped at midfield. He just can't seem to break through that barrier. What's he got here? 4th and 13. We got strong close at midfield, making adjustments. Treason's bringing the crib.
He's gonna force it deep. I mean, you kind of have to. Maybe that corner route will get open for the first here. That's basically his options. Oh,
Watson
the corner
drops back
route's
to
open.
pass. He's going to scroll
That's
right.
Good. He's in the field goal range. That's huge right there.
Very nice play from Culture. Very, very nice play. Now, that changes the entire outlook of the game. Rather than looking to just tie, he's looking to take this lead with under 2 minutes to go. Absolutely huge 4th down.
Smart. He's going to let it run to the 2-minute warning. I was surprised if he was going to run a play there. It was very unnecessary because just like you're saying, he's trying to make sure to score a touchdown, and if he can make it the last possession of the game, really, that would be ideal for him. Really leave Colts with as little time as possible.
We get a first down, 1st and 10 at the 25.
Juice!
The juice is loose, baby! Let's go!
Wow. All game.
We've been waiting all game for the juice to break that long run. He breaks it right out of the 2-minute warning. Absolutely huge run for Culture. What a play, what a play. The juice is loose.
Wow. I mean, that's kind of the story of Madden 20. If you're persistent with your run game, you'll get one. It'll get there for you.
That there's no better way to put that, Time Bomb, than how you just did. In Madden 20, just run and run and run until you break one.
Oh, you think you can stop stretch? Have you stopped stretch 10 times in a row yet? No, you. Okay.
Yeah, you might stop stretch 20 times, but that 21st time is going 90 yards.
Wow, big touchdown from Juice. That completely switches it over there. That all those 4th down conversions, just biggest plays. I can't believe he kept that drive extended here.
Now it looks like for all the bread, Treason's going right back to trip side, and this is the formation he's most comfortable in. We know he's trying to push the ball down the field. He's going to go deep. I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness, catches that. It's in bounds.
Wow, he caught the sideline pass. Absolutely phenomenal. You know what my eyes were drawn to? He had a delayed tight end fade that totally changed that play. His delayed tight end got knocked over by the D-line. It forced Treason to hold on to the ball. We have a 1st and 10, the 44-yard line, 1 minute, 48 seconds to go.
Wow, another 1st down, but he's gonna catch it and drop back a little bit. So it's 2nd and 1. These last couple plays, he's gotten better blocking. Treason has gotten better blocking, I think, than he has all game. He's gotten much more time.
Yeah, 2nd and 1 at the 34. Flip the trip side into the wide side. He's gonna quick snap it. He's just gonna take the 1st down, check down on the side of the field. Very smart play. He knows he needs 7. He doesn't need 3, but he needs to make sure he's also getting out of bounds.
Yeah, good clock management here to finish out the game.
There's no sense in burning timeouts if you don't have to. Great drive by Treason so far. Right back to trip side on the wide side. 1st down and 10 at the 31. Motions to slot over. He's going to take the little out route. He doesn't get to the sideline. It's going to use a timeout right here. A very smart move.
Yeah, it's at that point in the game where you can't really afford to let the clock run because you're just going to burn like 15 extra seconds.
2nd and 9 at the 30. Trip side into the wide side. He's going to drop back to pass with Mahomes. He's looking deep. He's looking to the wheel right. Oh my gosh, I'm sick if I'm Culture. That ball just kind of hung up in the air on the tip.
Yeah, not really enough abilities out on the tip drill to get caught, but a couple seasons later in a CFM, a ball like that is definitely going to get picked.
And you know it's Madden 20, so we're getting to the fluky part of the game with a minute to go. Trip side in the wide side. Motions to slot all the way over. He drops back to pass.
Drop pick.
Oh my gosh, that's 2 plays in a row. Treason's going to be so upset right now. 4th and 9.
Yeah, if there's any down that there's going to be a big play from anyone, it's going to be on 4th down this game, though. Yep. So we see if we can have that happen again.
This is for the game, Time Bomb. 4th and 9 at the 30. What is Treason going to cook up? He's right back in the trip side into the wide side.
He needs that pass protection here. He doesn't want the pressure getting in again.
He's running a lot of misdirection routes right here. He's going to motion the slot over. He drops back to pass. Oh, he's got the post wide open for Ingram. Great play design right there by Treason. He's not going to use the timeout. He's going to let it run.
Letting the clock run here. He's got a play selected here. How much is he going to lose? Down to the 45 here. Is he going to run this play quick? Yeah, very quick.
Yep, 1st and 10. At the 18-yard line, he drops back to pass. He was looking for the corner route. Oh, he's going to take a sack. He's going to use a timeout. Unfortunate sack there. I think that's the price you pay when you quick snap and you don't set your offensive line blocking in Madden 20.
Yeah, basically lost the time. He had to use the timeout on down. Lost. So he may as well have just used that timeout on that last.
2nd and 16 at the 24-yard line. Treason drops back to pass with Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a 2nd down. 2 sacks in a row.
Ooh.
As I was just saying, this is the price you pay in Madden 20 when you don't take the time to set your offensive line blocking. Right out of a timeout, I think that's kind of just a lapse of mental. We got a 3rd and 25. He's going deep. That's going to be knocked away. But as I was saying, it's just kind of a mental lapse on Treason's part. Right out of a timeout, you have 40 full seconds. Take your time, set your blocking, get your play set up properly.
I mean, he's going to use trips anyway, so exactly. You may as well just get it out there quick if you're going to use one of your audibles.
4th and 25. This is the game right here. He's got to go deep.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Mr. SWAT knocked down. That wheel route looked like it was open to me, but then
that was scary. That's going to be the game. Wild finish for Colture here. That's a great W for Colture. What a game this was. Colture really kind of dictated defensively what he wanted to do. We had those quick scores right at the beginning of the game. Most players settled down defensively. Colture's defensive line, when you see all those abilities light up, it really just messes with you as an offensive player.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it just came down to them who was going to make the big play again. I mean, we only saw scoring in the 1st and the 4th quarter, basically. The whole middle of that game was all punts and turnovers.
The infamous punt game of Pigskin Junkies Season 2. I'm kind of curious to see here, Time Bomb, on the XP these punters are going to get. I think you might see an upgrade or two for both teams' punters.
Wow. It was probably the biggest XP game in any CFM's history for any punters.
Well, Time Bomb, I'm gonna have you take us out. Go ahead and send us off. I'm gonna set up a raid here, so just kind of give us a little bit more analysis of where you see Treason going for the rest of the year, where you see Bills and Colture going for the rest of the year, and where you see yourself as the Vikings going for the rest of the year.
Well, honestly, I'm pretty much hoping that the Vikings don't have to play the Bills or the Colts this season, because that was some stifling defense that we saw out of both teams. Mostly that bear defense that anyone who's been playing Madden this year has seen all year. So I mean, I am familiar with it, but that pressure from both teams was getting in there very quickly. We also saw a lot of nickel from Bills against Colts. Trips offense there too, which was actually pretty effective, and maybe because he had those 4 linemen to get in there that fast. But in the end of the day, I think it came down to Colture just running his. He mixed in the passes enough with his runs that he was able to just break it off. That eventually with a run and get that touchdown. It was 160 passing yards about right there, and I think 60 yards of the run game. One of those being a 30-yard touchdown. So that was the difference for it, really. Colture just stayed with it, played his game, and got it done in the end. For the Vikings this year, we're doing a lot better. We were 5-11 last year, and we got a sweetheart schedule this year. So we're up to a 3-1 start. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we can sneak. That's what I'm going to predict.
Well, we're a quarter of the way through the season. I want you to give me a way too soon Super Bowl prediction, maybe even AFC, NFC title game prediction before we get this right over to Zan.
You know what? I'm just going to say my Super Bowl prediction is the guy who makes me feel like I don't even know how to play Madden, Zan. Guy I got to play twice a year. I feel like he's the toughest opponent I've played, period, in Madden this year. So I think he's going to be the one to get.
It's very hard to bet against Zan. He went undefeated last year. He still hasn't lost a game. Betting against Zan is not a safe bet right now. So I think you're right. Zan probably is going to represent the NFC. In the AFC, time bomb. You got to go the Denver Broncos with MXC Jimmy, don't you?
I mean, if you're actually trying this year, I think you got a shot to win every game. I mean, I'm talking about mine having a sweetheart schedule. You had the number 1 draft pick. You were the last place team. You've got the sweetest of hearts. So yeah, you're gonna do it. This is probably the year.
The Denver Broncos were setting up the tank last year for a certain draft pick. All the slander is just unreal.
Well, we can't say officially what you were doing, I guess, here or there, but it worked out for you in the end.
All right, we're gonna send this raid on over to Zane. We appreciate everybody joining the Pigskin Junkies Week 4 broadcast of the Bills and Colts. This is MXC Jimmy. It's Time Bomb. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Have a good one.
That turned into a nice little defensive battle there.
Yeah,